The U.S. says it is not looking to ease sanctions on Iran, quote, at the front end of negotiations. The White House aide Ben Rhodes has said before any decision to think about sanctions relief, Tehran should take concrete steps. He made the comments during a meeting of Senate committee leaders. However, he noted that one of the many ways to provide sanctions relief is to release Iran's frozen funds. The comments come as many innocent people, including patients who are in need of medicine, are the victims of illegal sanctions against Iran. Joining us from Vancouver is international lawyer Alfred Webre to discuss this further. Many thanks for joining us here on Press TV, Mr. Weber. Now, as negotiations with the permanent members of the UN Security Council plus Germany continue, Iran has continually shown transparency and strict compliance with its international obligations, and it has also been quite clear about the fact that the ball is now in the court of the West. Can confidence really be built when comments such as these are made?
Well, this is, I think that a principle here has been raised by Iran, which is very important, and that is that virtual genocides can be going on by the denial of medicine, especially to children, during sanctions, and that was brought to light during the 1990s with the sanctions against Iraq. And these are clear violations of the United Nations Charter, of standards of the Nuremberg Principles, of standards of the Rome Statute, because every person under the United Nations Charter and the United Nations Declaration of Human Rights has the right to health, has the right to medicine. And when you have children that are being systematically deprived of these medicines and matters of health to the point where it rises to a crime against humanity and a genocide as occurred in Iraq during the period of sanctions in the 1990s, this was a very valid point. And so this is a very strong point that has been raised by Iran under these circumstances, that sanctions are a form of genocide and they are a form of crime against humanity because they go against the standards in the UN Declaration of Human Rights and in standards such as the Nuremberg Principles, which go against crimes against humanity, where you're depriving systematically medicines from the children of a country.
Right, and Mr. Weber, can we see more pressure being put upon by other international players on the U.S. To do away with these illegal sanctions, considering, as you've pointed out, they are against international law, they are even against the Nuremberg Principles. So where next?
Well, I think that it may behoove Iran to start building bridges to the coalition which is now building against the United States as an international rogue country, such as is occurring in the European Parliament and in the European Union at this time, when all of the allegations of the U.S. spying on 35 national leaders is occurring, such that there is an awakening that the United States has been hiding behind a propaganda shield while at the same time committing genocide against the children of Iran in the same way that it committed genocide against the children of Iraq. And the reports are that over 1.5 million Iraqi women and children and civilians died during that war and during the period of the sanctions.
Okay, that was international lawyer Alfred Webre there joining us from Vancouver. Thank you very much for your comments here on Press TV, Mr. Weber.